All right, all right, all right.
All right. Hey, African beautiful
Ooh,
queen.
beautiful.
How are you doing?
You are my African queen.
Hey.
Ooh, I don't know the rest of the words. But welcome to Chit Chat with Amarachi, featuring, of course, the beautiful Miss Akila Be Funny.
Hello.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and... You know the word?
Heaven rain.
look, it's Black History Month. We gonna represent.
We celebrate. It looks like it's Nigerian History Month.
Look, this is
from our outfits, but we still supporting February.
As
we got some
Black
more weeks
History.
to go. We gonna turn up this month.
Exactly.
We're excited.
We got some great businesses that we are going to sponsor and highlight for Black History Month, including food, giveaways, and all types of good things. So make sure y'all keep on following and tuning in. We repping all month. Black people, Africans, all in the building.
Everything black.
Hey, all black, everything. No. Anyway.
Speaking of colors.
Okay.
Black is a great color, but green is also a really good color.
Green mean money.
And one of my favorite green things is money. Yeah.
Oh, and that leads us into the first topic of the day. Ooh, that was a good segue. Girl, you learned it. No. Okay, so so President Joe Biden in the $1.9 trillion coronavirus stimulus package. He signed another debatable, controversial bill or EO for
he's been signing, y'all.
Yeah, he's been signing too many. He's signing our lives away.
Yeah, he said he was.
But for minimum wage hike across the board, not overnight, but to go up to $15.
Okay.
Now, for some people,
it is $9.
Right now, the federal minimum wage in some places is I think $7.25.
Right.
So that's definitely too low. Like, that's too low.
Right.
But $15 in all across the board might be a little too high. And not because of that. I want everybody to get money. Like, $15 is not a lot of money. But if you go to places like Mississippi, Arkansas, small cities, small rural areas, why would a high school student working at McDonald's need $15 an hour and your rent?
So he can get some gold teeth, ball out on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Drop out of school. In certain places, the price of living isn't as much. You know what I mean?
The cost of
living. When you think about that mother of 2 or 3.
Okay, yes.
And she's working late night at McDonald's. The 24-hour one.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yes. And she's in there with one other person. And she got to get up at 7 to go take the kids. 15?
She deserves more than 15.
that 15. But then we can't give the judgment of the teenager who also might be working at shift.
To
who
ball
may
out,
be
no
helping,
rent.
living with his mom. He may not be paying rent, but maybe helping mom out a bit. But, does he deserve that 15?
Does he see? And that's the thing. So that's a controversy because that's like a minimum wage job. Right. So for her, we definitely want to increase it for her. But then again, we have to think about it. That's on a McDonald's scale. Think about the small business owners. So we're a small business. I don't know if we can afford to pay every employee $15.
So you lose an employee.
So I'm going to lose an employee.
You keep the good ones. You pay them $15.
Yeah, we could do that too. But somebody's out of a job now.
Somebody's out of a job.
So it's up to you.
I was paying 10 before, but I need that other 5
for the products and the marketing and advertising to keep my business running. So that's why it could be debatable. And I hear a lot of people like, no, 15, everybody need 15. Yeah, everybody that's grown and working hard may need a minimum of 15. Yeah. But high school jobs still exist. You can't get $15.
Yeah.
You don't even pay no rent. You over there with your mama buying Jordans. You don't need Jordans. Girl, my kids ain't having no Jordans unless they got all A's.
And then what if it's that teenager that mom's can't work and he is the sole provider? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good argument too.
And then what is it going to do for the economy after a while?
Do you think it will stimulate the economy?
I be feeling like it's certain
that much money.
And then we can't do discrimination against certain jobs because I've been at Starbucks before and I'm like, bruh.
Right.
I need about 19 to 20 to deal with the people, the stress, the caramel is dripping. I smell like, okay, I get the extra hours. I got to take out the trash. Over there, the attitudes, the people honking at me. Okay, you want me to work? Yeah. Okay, yeah, 20 is looking. And then you like, okay.
And then after they take the taxes out, you looking at your check like, oh, this ain't even nothing.
And then you're looking like, I work part-time at the restaurant. I sweep around when people leave the tables and I take the plates out. And I'm making 20, 15 too. It's like,
you know what? It's going to be interesting to see how that goes because
they're
going to do it over time.
And it'll start people starting their own businesses.
Well, that too, but then you still got to pay minimum. Or they might make a small business clause where if you have a certain amount of employees, you can keep it at $12.
That would be. $11. Look at Joe. Joe, look.
I didn't say he did that yet. I got to read
into it. But I'm saying I was gonna say Joe. Now I know you were not his support, but Joe, that's a good idea. Make a clause for some small businesses.
You got 10 employees.
Maybe add some insurance in there, but they can still make.
So we got to pay for that too, girl. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Now, speaking of a lot of money, so Jeff Bezos, I heard that he's stepping down from Amazon.
Amazon CEO, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is it because of the Robinhood stock situation, or is this...
Supposedly he was questioned about it. He's not stepping down necessarily. He's just stepping to the side, and he's letting someone else take his role. And he's still going to come to the meetings. He gonna slide. He slid his way about some controversy. So he's gonna, still be there for the new CEO, and he's gonna train him. But he's gonna come into the meetings, but he doesn't want to be as involved.
Okay,
and he wants to focus on other things, maybe grocery outlets for Amazon too as well.
Oh, dope.
So he's thinking about that, but they didn't give like a real reason. It's just like, I'm stepping down, Yeah. He has his replacement. They'll be working close together.
His replacement is Jazzy. But
I like his name.
He said he has some Earth Fund that he wants to work on and different initiatives.
Yeah, he has other stuff that he wants to work on.
So he's going to take his $1 billion and put it into another $1 billion hopeful dream.
And then,
that's what's up, though.
He stayed with them for 26 years, and they grossed over 59% in stock, so...
Yeah,
you did your thing, Maybe
but he started Amazon in '94, so he's been putting in work. That's the thing. You got to be like working. It's not overnight. 94, 2004, 2014,
right? And he still has to train the other person.
Yes.
And then with everything that happened last year, he probably a little tired. Everybody get tired. Yeah. We'll find out the real reason about 6 months when other dudes replace him.
It's the Robin
We'll
Hood.
Find out. But take your little break. Give someone else an opportunity.
Well, yeah, we're going to see. But that's what's up. So he slid on and slided over.
Speaking of sliding over.
Who you sliding over to?
Girl, we just got bottles of water because we try to keep our skin clear around here.
Trying to get...
But, if we had some tea, we'd have to add a little something inside the tea to sip this tea because TTT, speaking of TTs, Tiny and T.I.
Oh, TT!
Are... having a little controversy going
crazy.
On.
So,
spill it
with that girl. So, one of their old friends or associates came out and accused them of doing all types of crazy, wild, heinous things to women in their bedroom.
Of different ages.
Of different ages.
Supposedly, allegedly.
Says everything he's ever done in his life is consensual. Now, we know as a community that they are open swingers. That is not a secret.
Okay.
They like other people in their bedroom. No wonder he stayed with Tiny so long because T.I.
They gotta open.
He
said he don't want to be doing all that. He don't want to be staying with one. But if the partner agrees to it, if she agrees to it,
she only agreed.
I know why she agreed to it too. She want to keep her man.
Exactly.
But if she agreed to it, then you said you was with it, and now we have to deal with all this stuff.
So, do we believe that these allegations? Now, the allegations are that they were drugging women,
right?
And compromising.
So you would have to come to their house,
drug-induced state.
You cannot bring your phone in.
Okay.
You have to take a pill. I'm assuming ecstasy was the
pill.
Yeah,
but they said Molly, but the girl said it's not that.
Oh.
The Sharina.
That's why I said a pill, which and then they pay you $3,000 and you leave. And whatever happens while you're there.
But that's not right. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think they would be like that, but we don't know that. But you can't be slipping people drinks and sleeping with them. That's why R. Kelly, Cosby, Weinstein, you can't do that.
That's why they felt like when they paid them, because one of the girls said she was going in to look out for her friend. And they said when she got to the door, they were on you have to take the pill too or you can't come in. So she took it.
Yeah, Holly weird is crazy.
Holly Weird is crazy.
They be like, oh, God,
So then now you look at it like, okay, well, you agreed to it.
I didn't agree to be drugged and sexed.
I agreed to take
drugs to relax.
Come in and do whatever. So it was like when you come in, whatever happens type thing.
No, that ain't right.
That ain't right either. I don't like
that.
But I don't know how they're going to fight it in court on some. You agreed to, it's like going to a sex party.
Yeah.
You came in with your dude, y'all went to a sex party, and then
not that part,
you came in and whatever happened, and then you leave and you're like, this guy was spanking me. Well, ma'am, you was at a sex party. They're looking at it like that.
You
like
were
we had
at
a party.
Whip and chain party.
Yeah, you were at a party. You cannot bring your, it sounds creepy, low key.
Yeah, it is
And
creepy.
that's why Holly Weird is called Holly Weird.
Exactly,
like, yeah.
Do super weird, freaky,
do whatever you want. If you want to have
stuff.
cucumbers, pineapples, a fruit salad, puree with your boo, do whatever you want. But if you have to drug other people to do it or get them out of their then you must feel some type of way. But we'll see if it's true or not. They do have children. They have a family. They also have their TV show, Tea and Tiny Hustle.
No, and that's another thing. So she could just be bringing that information
right.
forward just so she can kind of get back
right.
at that.
Can I get some money or
attack
y'all
their
have
credibility?
Yeah.
I know that could be.
But it's over 22
over
victims
14,
supposedly.
So all them victims is lying.
And they said Tiny was up in there getting rowdy. Like, go over there and do that.
She looked like she might get.
It looked like I can see Tiny doing that. I can see Tiny singing into the mic like, come on and do that.
She look like they both short. You know the short people be having
they be having complex.
A-B complex.
But if nobody had their phone,
you won't know.
Oh, it's a cold game.
Girl, it's so cold.
But karma is even colder. So if you did do that,
yeah,
you have children. Hopefully nobody would do that to your daughter.
I don't want to believe that T.I. and Tiny were raping, because that's what it's called, for raping women. I don't want to believe that. But we're going to see with these 22 people that came forward.
Yeah, if their stories match, if
add
the
up
timelines
and hold
add
up.
and if they hold up in court, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of doing drugs and doing it, did you watch the Wendy?
I sure did, honey.
The Wendy biopic, What a Mess.
What a Mess,
weekend?
Yes.
I love Wendy.
I do too.
Now,
how you doing?
So, I know, right? Now, there were some people angry with her from her spilling her truth, because obviously she wouldn't share it if it wasn't her truth.
Right.
But, so back in the day, she had a little fling with Method Man. Okay, so she said they smoked the blunt,
completely
and had a one-night stand at that time. Exactly.
I understand the one night stand. Method Man is fine. But I don't remember her that being in the movie, so she must have just spilled her own.
She spilled it on a DJ Sus One's radio show. And then Method Man's wife is now coming for her, talking about just going ham on her. Like, look, I tried to keep our name out your mouth. No amount of plastic surgery will fix that ugliness. Ooh. I mean, she just sounds angry. And I don't know if you should be angry. It's all these years later. I mean, I should be able to tell my truth.
Yeah.
Like, was it with you? Was he with you at the time? Or are you just trying to be in the vlogs? Or why are you so angry? Like, oh, my husband is popping. Yeah, he on a couple shows.
Because if all the women that told on your husband, it would be a whole
slew of women, and they ain't got no platform to tell.
So that was just right.
Wendy has a platform to tell. Exactly.
She was telling her story at the time. Your husband just happened to be a part of her story at the time. He was in her story.
He was totally in her story with the blunt in the bathtub. She said she gave him a massage. Look, she told all of that. Wendy did not care. She said they smoked a blunt. She gave him a massage, and they had a one-night stand. And girl,
I would just have to live my fantasy through her since his wife tripping. No,
yeah, don't share your secrets,
girl. You know why Wendy smoked the blunt with Mets and gave him a bathtub massage. You know he fine. You know your husband fine. But it was before you, so hopefully you don't. Hold on to all of that.
Don't hold on.
A long time ago, it was part of her story. She didn't say she wanted to do it again, or they did it last week. It's okay.
Exactly.
But like we said, where's y'all together?
Were y'all together?
We don't find out.
If you weren't, then. But Tamika seems like she had something over Wendy's head from when Wendy spilled that she had cancer like 20 years ago.
So
she got
probably a lot of built up little. Oh, and then to find that out.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. So now you still talking about my husband and my family.
Was
so
you
go
that
ready
I had the
to
cancer that y'all did that.
Ooh, good question. Girl, moving on.
Okay.
Anyway, well, let's talk about happy things.
Yeah.
So I was doing some research.
Okay.
And there was a Harvard study. We get a lot of good info from Harvard.
We be doing our Harvard studies over here.
Girl, they gave 5 activities that can increase some of you depressed people's happiness.
Okay. All right. Let's hear them.
Look. So
let's hear them.
The first one is, check a message someone important.
Okay.
You know, someone you haven't spoke to in a while.
Okay.
Just pull them right here.
Okay, awesome.
I remember all of them. Someone you haven't spoke with in a while.
Okay.
Just send them a message. Shoot them a message. Hey, how you doing? It's me. Even if
that's
it's
a
an
good
ex.
idea.
It doesn't say an ex, but even if it's an ex, shoot them a text.
If you're good,
if you're
with
single,
them, yeah. If you're single and you're good with them, and they're single, oh gosh, just send it to a friend.
Don't be that weird.
Hey, yeah.
I know.
But yeah, that's good energy that you bring back because that person's gonna say, hey, well, I'm good. Hopefully, how are you? And then you can say, you know what, I'm good too. Da da da. You know what I mean? And if you're not, you can still reach out. And hopefully, if they are that good, positive friend, they'll be like, oh, keep your head up.
Exactly.
But when you don't and you just sit in your, oh, woe me, and you don't reach out, then how do you expect it to come back? And it is a simple, hey, what's up? How you doing? Just thought about you.
Yeah.
It can just be that simple,
When I send out those kind of texts, because I do that often, I just don't leave any questions in there. I don't want to respond to you. Like, I'm saying, hey, hope all is well.
Right. I do a hope all is well.
I don't want to hear it. Because I don't want to go back and forth with you.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
well, everything, I asked you that.
Right.
Hope all is well. Sending you good vibes. Exactly. Thought about you.
Have a lovely day. I didn't really.
Man, our car just broke down. Oh yeah.
Exactly. Our car just broke down.
I can't really help you, but maybe that's why I thought about you. You know.
Exactly. So I can pray for you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a good one. Okay.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
The next one is watching a relaxing nature video.
And then you hear the nature sounds. Exactly. Now, if you have a spare 10 minutes, they say grab a nature video. You can find a bunch of them on YouTube. I mean, okay, is it animals running around?
Amazon,
or is it sounds? Whatever it is. Yeah. But it's supposed to relax you and make you feel at one
with nature.
Yeah. And it'll increase your happiness. Another one is write a journal entry. Up to 10 minutes. A lot of y'all don't even know how to write no more because y'all ain't wrote in so long.
And you just sitting there thinking, what should I write? What should I write? What should I write?
Exactly.
Just sit down and write. Man, I don't even know what to write.
Exactly.
But today was crazy. What did you, anything. Right. And all that stuff will come out. And it's really weird because I'm a writer, but as you write, you will literally feel all the stresses come out literally onto the paper. It's very powerful. True. And you're writing it yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different when you tell someone something too, but when you write it and you go back over, you like 3 weeks ago I was feeling like that.
Yeah, that's true.
Whoa, I've so grown, you know? So that's a good way to even, organize your growth in a way and see how you've grown and to be like, I wasn't even tripping.
I wasn't even tripping.
And then you write it down like that man at the gas station, and then you look at it, you like, I'm at home now, I'm good.
Yeah.
But when you hold on to it, you don't talk to anybody.
It's just going to be bubbling inside of you. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then the last time I journaled, I was pregnant with my first baby, but I didn't do it with my second one. But actually, when I go back and look at the stuff, felt sick today. Didn't want to go out today. I'm like,
and
wow.
You
exactly.
made it.
Crazy.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I think that is a good one.
Okay, yeah.
Another one, organize your errands. Yeah, get organized. Just
I have my list like an old lady. Yeah. It makes you feel like you accomplished something. And I mean something as even learning this through 2020, I try not to put too much pressure on myself. Yeah. Like today I'm going to do 30 things. I'm like, fold the laundry, wrap your hair up.
Right. Smoke a blunt.
Look, make your cheesecake.
Right.
Call your homegirl about the meeting tomorrow. And once I do the laundry, cross off, okay, and I made the cheesecake. And I folded the clothes, and I called my mom. Then you can start to, you feel like, wait, I'm doing stuff. You know what I mean? It really helps you, organize your thoughts in your mind. Like, okay, I really did something today. And it makes you feel like you accomplished something. So that even sends endorphins to your body of, I'm doing good.
Exactly.
And then the sadness will start to creep away.
Creep away.
But if you're just like, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff to do, and you start messing with stuff, and you really didn't get to the laundry, you mix the cheesecake, but you didn't do it. But you're like, cheesecake off, I accomplished something.
Yeah.
It adds a different
You can check it off.
Yeah,
that's
so
dope.
That's a good one too.
And the last one is, just real quick, count your vacation days and use them. Like, if you're working still, if you're still working, they're saying that you should use your vacation days. Most people just stack them up where they can get them paid out at the end of the year. But now they use them. Don't waste them because they help with your stress level and make you feel better. So, I don't have any vacation days because I'm working till
we don't need
day. I got kids. I got this, that.
We're out here.
Business. It's over. But that's just for those that want to get a little pep in their step this season.
Yeah. Those are some good ones.
Yeah, some good ones. So before we wrap up today, we definitely got to spotlight Black History Month because we have to give our people the good tips of history women, other people in history that have helped shape this place. And today we're going to talk about
Miss Mary McLeod Bethune.
Bethune, yes.
One of my favorites. I just always liked to say Bethune when I was in school.
Bethune. Do you know anybody that went to Bethune-Cookman College? That's an HBCU.
I do, because I also went to an HBCU.
Oh, yeah,
Shout out to Payne College in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, you did.
So yeah, to even think that we couldn't even go to school, period, and to know that the schools were integrated and then to start our own colleges, I mean...
That's crazy.
That's just a crazy idea.
Now, check this out. She, what happened was she got divorced in 1904.
Okay.
And then she started a Daytona Beach Literacy and Industrial School for Training Negro Girls in 1904.
Awesome.
And then that went on to become the college for all males with the Cookman Institute in 1923.
Yeah.
And then to now, 14 years later, becoming, well, after 1923,
right,
Bethune-Cookman University
that
we know today, which
those
is still
levels, steps.
It takes time. So it must have been like a leading of a legacy.
Yeah.
But at first it was open to only males. But as as time went on,
and then the first one she did was open to girls. So she was still mentoring in different capacities. Yeah, I went to an all-girls high school too. So it is. Yeah. So it does. It's a different environment when the boys aren't around and the girls aren't around, when you can form a sistership and like a confidence in yourself as a woman, and like, wait a second, I'm around all these women and we can do this as women instead of, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So she did that.
She did that. And then to make it today, it's still one of the top 100, one of the 101 HBCUs.
Yeah.
The Bethune-Cookman University.
Aww.
And that is in... Okay. Well, with that being said, look, we are going to wrap up for today. But before we go, we do want to give a shout out to a black business in Atlanta.
Hey, ATL, shouted.
Hey, ATL, shouted. If you're looking for a good meal and good food, if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, go ahead and hit up Smoky Sundays at Smoky Sundays on Instagram. They have the best suya in Atlanta, and they ship across the USA.
Ooh,
if you use
I can get
code,
some suya shipped.
Girl, shipped. Ship the best onions, all that.
Oh,
sealed,
nice.
Vacuum packed. If you use the code ChitChats, you'll get 10% off your first order.
Well, I might have to get some suya sent to the house.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, Smoky Sundays. We see you.
Okay. With that being said, okay, guys, ChitChats till next week.
Peace.